Ath- Athena went off to uh, it's me and her were just texting a bit. Sorry, you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting her to see if this live, because I was gonna see if she wanted to watch me play this game, and apparently I tried to send her a trailer for it, but it was age restricted, so I'm trying to see if the game itself is blocked from her account, you know what I mean? Oh, it's the game called Vampyr, and apparently, like the trailer for it, she couldn't watch it because it was age restricted for some reason. I didn't even think it was that big of a game like that. Yeah. Alright then. I'm gonna ask, it's working for her, so I'm gonna ask her if she wants to play, wants me to play some of it now, or if she wants to just do it at a later time. Oh. Alright then, I'm gonna, she wants to, if I watch, I think she wants to watch some of it now, so. Gee, I'm gonna play this with her. If you want to, you want to join in and watch too, or no? Here, I'll see. Uses an auto save. I love these types of games, though. Your actions have consequences. Oh wait, probably want to get my good controller out. There we go. Save game. Now let's just go with the top slot. Option. Yeah, inverted off. Auto mission reminder, keep that on. Oh wait. Do I have to re-go through and... I don't. There we go. I'll just go with normal. Oh, we got 3 viewers. Who's the random guy? One of them's Yuchu and the other one's Athena. Who's the other person watching? do I got 7?
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Quite a poet. Right, Chew?
Death.
Or are you not watching the
Since
cutscene?
apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Big shovel.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Now, do I get the option to do this, or... Oh no, it just happens.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary! It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
That guy has some good eyes to be able to see what I did from all the way over there. And just now coming across me. That guy has some good eyesight.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. There's one of those vermin. No! Please! Stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself.
Tricky bastards.
Kill the thing! Who are you?
Ow,
Stay
he has
back!
a gun. You have terrible aim.
Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast!
Oh.
Sorry.
Where do I go here? I guess it's straightforward. Yep.
No, please, stop! Who are you? What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about?
Someone really doesn't like listening to reason.
I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
The man's asking for help. I get he's a vampire, but still.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Is that a flamethrower?
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Is there nowhere I can I not vault over the wall? Oh, he shoot! It's a fire. Okay, it's not a flamethrower. Ow! It's a flame crossbow. That's the less worrisome.
I need to find shelter.
No, that looks like shelter. Keep out.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Brother. What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry.
Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Oh. Collectibles. The legendary vampires. A weakness? Door or over here in this hallway? Ugh. Get to see what happened to her.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Never mind then.
That's impossible.
Guess that was a guy. At first I thought it was a woman. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what's behind the door.
The sun is high.
Oh.
I cannot leave now.
That's the exit. Upstairs it is.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as gold.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his heart.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
I'll take that. Cat in the box.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Maybe a doctor. I'm a doctor with a gun.
No, it never got easy.
Common revolver. I guess it's a crafting system in a way. Firearms offhand.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Oh.
Rational thinking only.
Do I have the option to not do that? No button does anything else so far. Guess I have to shoot. Well, he is a vampire, so I guess a bullet wouldn't do him in like that.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points. I got 1,700. That sounds like a decent amount. Begin by selecting the available skill. Alright, so you have enough XP for an aggressive skill. Shadow Mist? Blood Spear Claws. Maybe damage. Huh. Hmm. Hey Chu, which ability do you like the sound of? Shadow Mist or Blood Spear? Yeah, but Blood Spear is pretty cool sounding. Duration Blood Crawler. Right, do I? No, I don't. They all cost 1,000, so I won't be able to get them all. Yeah, for single target stuff right now, I'm gonna go for Blood Spear. And confirm. Oh, I'm level 3 already. Oh yeah, the hold X to confirm. Athena, you enjoying the game so far?
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here! My head's spinning.
Oi! Come on, you coward!
It's locked, all right.
Yep.
Clever fucking beast!
Oh hey. Offhand. Offhand weapon. Hang on, they have X special effects. Damn. Oh. I literally have a stake as a vampire. That's kind of funny. Anything else in here, or is it just stake?
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Your stake is done.
Die, vermin!
Press X to bite a stone. Come here. Again. Come here.
Strength.
Ooh.
Strength I never knew I had.
So that's Blood Spear. How'd I use my gun? I'd like to take a few of them out from here. Total of 3 of them. What is Ellen? Oh yeah, Ellen's my heal. Oh, that did not stun him. Oh, yep. I think Blood Spear was a good investment. Oh! Oh, dashing takes up. Oh, that dash takes up my stamina. Good to know. Ow. I guess this guy's like a mini boss fight. Was a mini boss fight.
My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
I thought you would figure that out through the fact you survived a gunshot and just sat there and bled all night. Well, all day. I like how I have this detective vision, but yet I can't activate it on my own. It just happens. Batman detective vision.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
You made a rat?
I can't believe I'm doing this. I cannot enter.
Doors locked.
This is despicable. It's locked, all right.
Now, I wonder what, I think this game has a two-story playthrough, kinda, because I think there's a good story and I think there's a bad story.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
It is a tutorial, so... Wait, do I get XP from this?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Nope, just blood meter. Oh well. About to say, if I get XP from just that, then...
What
there's about to be a lot of dead rats in London.
I cannot enter. I've so many questions unanswered.
Shellings. Wonder how many of those I'm gonna need.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it.
And I can see a trail of it.
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Oh, that's
Fresh blood.
neat.
The smell is
And that's
so
even neater,
strong.
honestly. Just, whoop! I'm up here now. There's, that
There
way's
is
the
no
way
one
to
in
go, but...
sight.
Around here. Do I have a map? Oh, I do. Ooh, that's a... Zoom in. Oh wait, that's all the way zoom. Oh, okay, south. That's where I was. Okay, that's where I was. I got over here. Guess I'll just follow the main story for now.
Where has everyone gone?
Ah, there's a hide. Oh.
At last, a little life. It's locked.
Oh, I guess I can't use the bathroom here.
Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
Unknown. Blood quality. What? Unknown health status. Blood quality. Blood quality of this citizen is largely influenced by their health and the number of pins gathered for tracing him or her. table. Oh, I can't look at people.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Smart move, honestly.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Oh, funny business.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Isn't it just... Actually, what is
Who is
sewer
this
dog?
sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Have fun, you drunk.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
You really don't want to talk to me.
Here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Still talk to you even though you didn't want to. Oh, well then, guess it's upstairs to talk to that one guy now.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You
Someone's
might
a
as well
vampire.
come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm. Saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
I wonder who that was he was talking to. Was.
And who might you be?
6,000. Oh, he's that big guy right there. Let's go with you first.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman.
Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Maybe we are, but maybe we're not at the same time. I must say I'm not sure.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Well, answers probably crap. I don't know anything. So I'll end them.
End him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Is that all?
Go hunt your shadow.
Catch the killer, interrogate the locals. Wait,
If
interrogate?
Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Gonna get out of this bullshit mess.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You just discovered about it. Ah. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on citizen. Lot 10s increase the amount of XP. And this guy has 4 more hints. Maybe I'll go snooping around a little bit longer. Maybe the drunkard has something.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Okay then, and you have nothing new anyway, so bye.
I'll leave you to your bottle then. I cannot
Door's still
enter.
locked.
Welcome back.
Tom.
Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told
What?
you were the only other stranger I've had.
What you? Do you actually like it?
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I like it. Who is he?
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous? How was he?
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I might. Well, who knows if he comes back, though. Set up north. Oh, I have a compass. Oh. The back leads out to a dock. Guess I'm going out the front.
See them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Cannot see me now, Mum.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
Actually, I want to check. Aha! That's how. Oh, I have 0 bullets. Never mind. So much for that.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note. These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood
What
splats
will we
on the
do
other
with a
side of the
drunken
canal.
sailor?
I must reach that barge.
Dang, that is a neat trick. And it's, quite honestly, quite cool. Oh. Oh, I have bullets!
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again. It's locked, all right.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You never know McCulloch to be wrong about anything.
I cannot enter.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in... This is no place for a gentleman! Are you deaf?
You can't see me. He's not gonna turn around, is he? Oh well.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Well, that wasn't that bad. Oh hey, more bullets. Or not? Alright. Enemy card. Spot enemy card. Play cards. Enemy card. Oh, wait, what? Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances. Blood, shadow, melee, range. Orange indicates medium, red indicates high. So bullets don't work good on that guy. What about his partner? His partner's pretty weak to melee. Even though he has a high resistance, I wonder how much it is. I went down into bullets. Ah! Ah!
Bloody monster!
Okay. That felt like pain a little bit.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
How did that guy not hear to go? Well, I won't question
Not a
that.
place for you, sir.
Alright then. Then I will go this way.
I'd step back, sir.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
One.
Are you dead? Easy does it, boys. We can get
Oh.
this vermin. Over there! There's one of them vermin.
Now I got a hefty amount of bullets.
There's safer places to be than here.
These are just bullets, so I'll go. That'll be safer. Even more bullets.
Last warning, sir.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. Ooh. Oh. I'll be right back. Anyways, then. Alright. Laptop. Ah. Alright. I only got 2 bullets for it. Oh. Bolt. Well, I guess I'll try out the shotgun. I have the ammo. Hey, Chew. Watch this. Huh. That's a shotgun. The shotgun seems pretty decent, am I right? Oh. Don't tell me there's stuff to grab at that other hideout and I missed it. Oh, no more things you can craft. Heal 6 citizens. Boost yourself with an upgrade to improve your customized weapon. One of your weapons. Honestly, the revolver. Oh. I guess I don't have enough to upgrade the revolver. Machete? Oh well, I guess I might have missed stuff at the first hideout. Didn't really feel like I need the rest there. Body. Okay, so these are all 300. Ooh. But, I'm gonna do this for now. And I feel like I'm decent on health, so I'm gonna go with stamina. Oh, I also have Wait, did they all respawn? They did.
I like their screams when you burn them alive.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top. See them fancy clothes? This one's a top. It's on him! It's on him! He's done! Doesn't like burning, does it?
Huh. I feel like I've kinda gotten pretty used to the combat system by now. What do you think, Chew? Alright, then we'll... That was some decent extra XP. I bet I could farm that if I wanted to. Go back in, rest, remake him respawn, come back
Fresh
out, fight him
blood.
again.
The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I need a drink, I'm so thirsty. As one we shall overcome the
Scythe. Oh yeah. Let me go around using a scythe. Pain. Ooh. Heavy weapon.
Not again. William, please stop. I promise. You're my dearest friend. You're my last and dearest friend.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Watch it.
Let go of me. Oh my God, William. I can't stand it anymore.
Oh. Well, this looks like a boss fight if I've ever seen one. Oh, wait, does it take a... Wait. There we go.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
I think that went well for a boss fight.
William, please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Bye.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Hello there.
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Yeah, let's get all these right. Actually.
It's locked, all right.
Dang it. Guess once you enter here, that's where you go into.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Army Row.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Almost too good to be true.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh yeah, that's the first loading screen I think I've seen on the game.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Alright then. Got a cool looking trench coat now.
It's locked.
Search status. Healthy.
You can do better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Hey, Chew. What do you think? Athena, if you're all, Athena's still here, at least I think, as well. If you have an opinion, Athena, type it to me on Discord, since you said your phone can't type it. This is, I'm pretty sure, where moral choice comes in. Oh, actually... I think that 500 XP, or I could build them up.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
The bulk quantity indicates how much you will obtain from a particular species. The higher the bulk quantity, the more XP you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you must... Oh, you first need to mesmerize them and lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be 2 or higher than this. Oh, am I doing this regardless? Oh well. Oh.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Embrace relief. Press X to embrace Clay Clot. Release him. Embrace by a massive ace. Be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens. Increase their experience gain. Okay, so I can release him now, though. I kind of want to build it up, though. I'm just doing it now.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What? What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy.
Can I not take him to the hospital?
Black hat? Whoa, I feel giddy.
But I could take him to the hospital. Oh well. Probably come into play later.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Oh, I've been drinking from people in combat, so I think I'll be good. Play clock. Major dock. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there's gonna be there's gonna be 4 areas of the game. This area is seriously bad. This area is stable, healthy, stable. Oh. Dang. This game kinda goes more in depth than I thought it did. Every single person's a walking bottle of XP. You can take it now or you can build it up.
Where have you been? I've little time to
Am I
play hide
wrong?
and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox.
Ah,
he
there we
requires
go.
urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds. That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Okay, I don't bring
Thank
him
you,
back.
nurse.
I send a nurse there.
What can I do for you?
That's it.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the 2nd floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I have
I
a
would
few
like
questions.
to ask a few questions first.
Where is... Well, they just sit on in the 2nd floor, so I don't think I should ask that one. That kind of seems... That was Miss Hampton.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Me more than I know him.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
2nd floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Left up at... Okay, left.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Mesmerized? Medical checkup. One. Hitting required, huh?
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
That's a good idea to probably talk to everyone in this hospital staff.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt
They have ambulances
introduction,
in
Mr.
this
Hooks.
time?
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure
Isn't
I
it all
understand
carriages,
what you're
though?
talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever
Yeah.
need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ah.
I'd like
Or
to
a
see your...
shopkeeper.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
What is that? Milton shotgun. I only have 41. I can't buy that gun. I mean, ammunition's decently cheap, though. Buy free shells. I'll buy another one. Junk. This item can be recycled into components. Good resell value. And the components might be important, actually. Oh wait, I just full on stopped talking to him. Get back here, we had dialogue options. Get back here.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
And where's Tater at? Is she out right now or something? Okay.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Goodbye, Milton.
Go. So that would be. Let me read this map a little bit. I can either go long that way and go right there. I think I can go that way. L3 is not the sprint, and that's my vampire.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I lost my mom wanted it, so I had to pay attention to that for a minute. And that cost me my first death in the game. Yep. And don't you know if this loading screen? Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's try that again. Okay. They can hear the dash. Alright, there go. Oh, there goes so much for trying to get a big sneak attack in. Ah, dang it! I thought I could do the ability again. There we go. Alright then. Okay. Character level, main quest, citizens menu, local investigation. Find a lost wallet. Oh, okay. Wallet was right there, too.
It's locked.
Do I get lockpicks or something?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead. A colleague? Are you a doctor too? Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue. What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked? No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Pawn shop.
Please show me what you have to sell. Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Curio? If I don't have the money for that, I just use and oh, I don't have money right now, so I really don't want to go snooping for trade.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How's your life in life?
Have we met before? I don't think so, sir. Why? When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead. Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body.
Ooh.
She must be very relieved now.
Yeah, about my sister.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses? Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay.
Considering how
no soul anymore.
a bit kind of drained through of all her blood.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh. Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself. How did you get this job? After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here. Do you work here alone? Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open. Why do you have to watch these bodies? Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens. Why close the hospital's main morgue? It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave. Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh? No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless. Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept? I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill. So you're ready to die? No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know. You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana. No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise. Do you really believe goodwill cannot last? As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir. Quite depressing, wouldn't you say? Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir. A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here. Yes, sir.
What?
All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods. Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Well, that's all I could ask him
Goodbye,
at the
Mr.
moment. Now let's give this guy his wallet back. Oh, that's her. I guess I'll go to the hospital to get to the man. Excuse me, sir, can I get to that medicine cabinet? Oh, I can.
I will not let you down, my boy.
I'm not really gonna read everything, but... Hey, Harvey Fox. Hello there, Harvey.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
I'll talk to him a little bit more before I bring up his family.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Blood.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her
Zeppelin? Isn't that a band?
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
I like how they also give some characters some backstory as well, like, you know, makes it, like, makes you think, do I want to really bite this guy, you know?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Yeah.
Me. What a blundering idiot.
Unknown. Oh, there he is. He's all the way over there.
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay, then. 2,000, drink your blood right now. Dang, to even mesmerize him, I need to be a 4 out of... not too sure on a big get that up. I guess do more hint stuff. Do you have a problem with me?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Dang. Not much for... Yeah.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Can I redo that whole bit again? Oh well.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
That's what I don't like about people like you. You don't like reason.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk
Fact.
later.
Oh well. It'll be something I'm dying on later. Alright, then I got a wallet to return. Oh. This is a dead end. Never mind. There are so many people to have a conversation with in this
Dr.
place.
Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Oh, there he is. Right beside me.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I've found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Goodbye,
All right.
Milton.
I think I want to head up to my room now. At this point, you know, talked to enough people already. Oh, there's the stairs. Second floor in the first empty room. There he is. That fit. Ah, there it is.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, what? I guess, loading screen happened. Oh, I got a hat now. Can I take it off? I don't like this hat too much.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Oh, what the f— Does messing with the cabinet activate this? If so, then I won't mess with it again. Oh wait, is the cabinet what gave me my hat? Hey, get rid of the hat. Alright, well then, don't mess with that. Let me pick that up. Missing that stuff, and there was a citizen on my roster that needed that. Wonder if this is that DLC pack I bought. Oh, yep, there it is. There's that as well. Yeah, there was a $4 DLC for the game when I bought it.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Wait, what the? That? Okay, that sounds pretty powerful. Huh. How much is it? 600. Blood barrier. Deals damage to everyone nearby. I guess that makes it stronger. 3 hits his door, 2 hits the door. Duration. Oh yeah, and then that lasts longer. Then this is just... Okay, I get that. I can't get one of these. Nope. Oh, these are the ultimate. Rage, you lose control, let the beast take over. Teleports itself all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. Be a shadow vortex that speak life. Tremendous damage. I'll read that more later. I think I'm gonna go for these upgrades now. Get some of these small ones out of the way. Get some extra health and stuff.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
You getting bored at all, Chew?
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
I wonder what's the third floor. Oh. And can't interact with that door. Got it. Kinda wanna talk to that guy's wife real quick. I saw it. Oh, she's right here.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
I think that was the guy I tried talking to before,
long enough
wasn't
to
it?
see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Alright.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I did want to talk to her. You think I gotta talk to more people, or should I just go for the morgue?
It's here again.
It's just right here. How nice of them to resupply me before I go in. What? Oh wait, that's leaving the building. Okay, you can't even just open it, it's just straight. You leave! Oh well, let's go back in. Alright then, well, time to go back in, because I didn't mean to leave. Guess this area counts as, in a way, a dungeon, because you have to load into it or something.
It's locked.
And turn into a misty form, but I can't go through iron bars. Yeah.
Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
It's locked, all right.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Give me some of that blood back. Oh, there's an even higher floor to go up to. And nothing. Oh. Oh, well, I guess he heard that.
Feed from corpses on the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
I think it'd be good to have, and oh yeah, that's right. You can't have any guns in your main hand. Oh well. Be neat if I could. Okay, I'll keep the shotgun now. I switched to my best. I wonder if there's gonna be a thing later on where I can get a crap ton of money. Like an event or something. Nuisance and investigation. AR ball. I have it here.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Oh.
traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Wait, what? Oh, where are you laughing at? But I don't think that was him. I think that was the first doctor I talked to right there. Face looked different on the thing. I like the mixture of Arkham's, like the Arkham series style in this, with the detective stuff and everything. Yeah. I did have a new offhand I could try. This thing. It's basically dual wielding. Kinda like that. Alright. Backtracking. And I remember this, but this is an upcoming boss fight, so I'm gonna equip my shotgun and my pistol. Shotgun, though. John Doe. Hi, it's John Doe. You know what John Doe means, or? Sure, no. Yeah, unidentified body or person.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. drink blood is so tempting.
That fight wasn't that bad. I guess I'm just really good at the combat system. Here we go. Can I not dismantle? It'd be sweet if I could dismantle some of this and use it to upgrade the other ones. Recyclable. I can recycle all this, but I don't all bottle glass pipe. I'm pretty, yeah. Save it now. Oh, analog. Cold. Bronchitis. Well, did you see it? I can make a treatment for bronchitis.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
I like how I'm basically dual wielding with these two weapons. Ow. I have over 1,000 XP now. Good thing I can heal at least. Is anyone up here to fight? Nope. I can do yours. I don't know. Oh well. Time to leave the morgue. Oh, hello there. What you? Your dog scared me. It wasn't. It just out of nowhere started barking. Public notice. Walk to work, do not spit. There's a doctor I haven't talked to. Now, if I am correct on I need to find investigate medical investigate. Okay, so I need to investigate both of them. Actually, I haven't talked to this doctor yet.
Good evening,
right here.
Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
So he's Vegeta. Am I wrong? You?
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not not smiling now.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Alright, then later, Chew.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Yes, I do got Carla.
I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us. Less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look exhausted. You're pushing yourself too hard. You don't have to bear the burdens of this hospital alone.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Are you enjoying the game thing so far?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Where did that nurse get off to?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Oh, come on, really? I failed the hint? Law?
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did.
Can I redo it?
I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error,
Okay.
Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Right then.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Yes, Doctor?
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
I never could keep anything from her.
Got
I cannot enter.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Engaging again, after that one. I went.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in. It's locked.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Good evening.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing
Good
to
evening,
give you
Mr.
the benefit
Goswick.
of the doubt.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
I'm gonna end part 1 here. Almost like a continuous amount of time.